Welcome to phase one, weight loss and conditioning. We are going to run through this list. You have sections here. Each section, you're going to do all the exercises in it for 30 seconds, and you're going to repeat that twice. Take a break, and then you move to the next section. So we're going to demonstrate all the exercises, and then we'll give you a chance to go ahead and do them. Starting off at the top, we're doing 1 3/4 squats. If you have any weight, soup cans, kettlebells are great for this, or just a dumbbell. That'd be fantastic. Feet are shoulder width apart, toes are turned out 30 degrees. Good, you're gonna go down, we show them the profile. Hip crease goes below the knees. Now you're gonna come all the way up, and then you're gonna do one that's only 3/4, yes. And then coming all the way up, perfect. So you'll do that for 30 seconds, and you'll move on to the Arnold press. This one, if you have 2 weights, that is ideal. Even just 2 lighter kettlebells would be fine. 2 soup cans would be fine. So you're going to start off, palms facing in towards you, just like she has it, feet about shoulder width apart. Good. And then you're going to rotate out as you come up. Notice the palms are facing out as she gets to the top. And they're going to do so as a nice smooth transition, not just at the end. So as she's coming up, they are rotating. Just like that. Nice shrug at the top. And notice it's in line with her body at the finish. Perfect. Next is a plank weight pull across. Good. Starting on a full plank position. You can just use 1 weight for this. Good. You're going to take the opposite hand and drag it across the body. Just like that. And going back and forth again for 30 seconds. Notice she's keeping the hips nice and neutral while she does this. Feet again, shoulder width apart, hands underneath the shoulders. Perfect. Okay. Then you would do that 1 more time through, and then you'd be on to the next section here that starts with a staggered stance RDL. Good. 1 foot in front of the other, just like that. And you're going to go down to an RDL, so the hips are coming up high. She's got a high, wide chest as she does this, so she's going to drag the weight up her front leg. Perfect. Let it slide down the front leg, and then drag it up, keeping the high, wide chest. You go down only as deep as you can, keeping the high, wide chest. As soon as you feel like you have to round to get further, that's where you stop and come up, squeeze the glutes. So you would do 30 seconds on one side and then switch to the other for 30 seconds. Good. Next would be a wide grip bent over row. Yes, please get your hair out of your face before you do these. These could be dangerous. High, wide chest. You're going to be bent over to parallel to the ground in a neutral back position. You're going to do a row, and you're going out with the elbows to a 90-degree angle, and then coming back down to straight hanging plumb from the shoulders, just like that. You should feel a pinch in the shoulder blades when you get to the top. Good. Next is a big scissor leg lift. Good. Arms are at a 45, palms are down flat. Good. And have a nice big spread between your legs as you do this. So when one's all the way down, the other one's all the way up, and they're going to cross in the middle at about a 45-degree angle. Try to keep your shoulders off the mat as best you can. Keep the stomach nice and tight. Perfect. If this starts going to the lower back, just don't go down quite as deep. So that'll be the second section. You move on to the third after a break. You'll do the lateral lunge. Yep. This would be a good time to put the hair back into a ponytail if you haven't already. Good. Good. Letting a weight hang between you. Don't do any work with the upper body. Just let the weight hang, and you're going to try to go down to a light touch with it. Good. So we'll do all of one side. Notice when she steps out to that side that heel stays down nice and tight, and she's keeping the knee over the toes. Even though she's going laterally to the side, she's keeping the knees over the toes. So 30 seconds one side, then you'll transition to 30 seconds on the other side. Next is a chest press with rotation into neutral squeeze. So you're lying on the ground, feet are squatting width apart, flat on the ground, a little bit of arch in the back, chest is high and wide. You're going to do the press, and then you're going to rotate inward to squeeze them together, palms facing in. Good. So you're starting out, going down, light touch on the elbow, come up, rotate in, and squeeze the chest to finish. Perfect. Next is a low plank hip tap. You can set your weights aside. The low plank means that the elbows are going to be on the ground, palms are down tight, good. Straight through the back, and she's going to pivot from side to side, light touch, come up, light touch. This can be a slow exercise, nice and controlled, feeling the sides of the stomach as you shift from one to the other. Perfect. Okay. And then moving on to our last section here, it starts with the glute bridge. So you're gonna be lying on your back, feet are squatting width apart. Oh yes, if you have weight, please add a weight to this, something that's comfortable to sit on the hips. Good. And as you do it, you're gonna wanna keep control of that weight on the outside, so just grab the outside of it and put your hips into it. Good, you're going up and down, light touch, and as soon as you touch, that's your tactile cue. It says come right back up. Get a tight squeeze in the glutes every single time, as high as you can. Perfect. Next is a lateral to front raise. Good. So you're starting out to the sides, going straight across from the body with a slight bend in the arm, just the very slightest bend, coming into neutral in the middle and coming back down. Perfect. You just keep rotating through that. This, again, especially if you have a heavier weight, is a slower exercise. If you don't have any weight, just body weight would be fine with this one. Just body weight would be fine. Good. And then finally, we have a leg tuck. Lying down on your back. Tucking in the legs. So you extend all the way out, hovering above the ground, and then you bring the knees all the way in, squeeze the stomach as tight as you can. Notice she curls her upper body into it as well and gets the shoulders off the ground. Good. Perfect. All right. And that's it. So you would do all of those groups 2 times through, 30 seconds each exercise, and hopefully you can make it through 2 to 3 rounds depending on your level of fitness. All right. Enjoy.